Our last pros and cons video ended with a cliffhanger.
I guess great customer service involves integrating one-on-one support with self-service. Finally, for the first time today, I agree with you. But how do we integrate both methods in a way that enhances the customer experience?
Hi, I'm Raghav from the Freshdesk Academy. Today, I'm going to walk you through the steps that you can take to integrate your self-service experience with your existing one-on-one support workflow. Before we go ahead, if you haven't watched our one-on-one support versus self-service pros and cons video yet, watch it now. The link is in the description below. If you have already seen it, you would know that the major pluses of one-on-one support is the ability to personally connect with customers and to solve complex problems. Whereas the main advantages of the self-service model are reduced cost, quicker resolution of simple problems, and 24/7 availability. But self-service cannot and should not exist without one-on-one support. Now, what are some ways to combine these two models effectively to improve the customer and the agent experience? The biggest roadblock while moving from a one-on-one support model to a hybrid model is changing customer behavior. How do you train your customers to go through self-service first before reaching out to support? Here are some best practices. When your self-service site goes live, make sure you inform your customers about its existence using social media, email, and more. Link your help site from your website or from within your product. Encourage your support team to talk to customers about the self-service site every time they resolve a problem. Just saying something like, "To get help quickly, you can always check out our self-service portal," at the end of a call, or adding it to your email signature would work. You can even add it to the welcome emails you send out to your customers. Whenever agents answer a question that can be found in the self-service portal, they can send customers a link to the article too. This process will become easier with tools that suggest relevant articles to agents based on the ticket content. You can also use tools that can suggest relevant articles when customers are filling out your contact form. If you provide in-app support, make sure that you add links to FAQ articles. You can use these tips to inform and educate your customers. But in an effort to increase self-service adoption, most companies make the mistake of forcing their customers to use it even if they don't want to, even if they don't get the help they need. When you're setting up a hybrid solution, remember that support agents should be ready to jump in at any time to help customers out, knowing the complete context. Follow these tips to make the handoff between self-service and one-on-one support seamless. Show customers that real humans are still available to help. For example, Shopify has put up a picture of their support team on their self-service portal. Always be a click away in case your customers can't find the answers they need. Amazon has a great self-service experience, but they still have a Contact Us button next to every support article. It's the same with chatbots. If the problem is not solved by the first solution provided by the chatbot, direct them to one-on-one support immediately. While you're at it, if you use bots for self-service, be upfront about it. Customers are quicker to forgive when it's a bot making a mistake. They actually get more frustrated when it's humans talking like bots. When the customer contacts one-on-one support after going through and not finding the answer in your self-service portal, agents should not make the mistake of suggesting the same articles that the customer has already seen. Tools like Freshdesk help you prevent that by showing you the articles the customer already went through before reaching out to support. Get feedback on every knowledge-based article like Twitter does and turn them into actionable tickets. This way, not only can you make the article better, but you can also reach out to the customers who gave the feedback and solve their problems. Even as you're making your customers' lives easier, a hybrid model gives you an opportunity to make things better for your team too. A good self-service experience will filter out all the level 1 or how-to questions. That's great because agents don't have to spend time doing repetitive work. The tricky part is, if you have agents whose only job is to handle level 1 queries, they will have to be retrained. You can do this by setting up a formal training program or workshop, or you can get your more experienced expert agents to mentor your level 1 agents. Another great way to implement a hybrid support model is by leveraging your community. Companies like Google or Mozilla that deal with millions of users cannot even think of setting up one-on-one support for some of their products. Instead of relying on a purely self-service experience, which will probably be inadequate, they rely on their community to provide one-on-one help. This way, when a user poses a complex question, they will receive help from a real person in the form of a community moderator or a fellow user. But this exchange will be publicly available so other customers who face the problem can help themselves. You can also do what Dropbox does. They use their community effectively by making relevant discussions available right next to their knowledge base articles. Follow the tips we've shared to make your support experience better for everybody involved. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get notified about new videos. For more useful content, enroll in the Freshdesk Academy. The link is in the description. So until next time, bye and happy supporting!